Have you ever seen someone whose life changed completely because of drug abuse? Now, today we are going to learn what drug abuse is, what causes it, and what it does to people, and how can people stay away from it? How can we, the world, and everyone stay away from drugs abuse? But before we go into that, I will be right back. Welcome back, guys. So as we all know that today being the 26th of June is the World Drugs Sensitization Day, where we teach people to know what drugs abuse is and how people can stay away from drug abuse and how our society can be cleansed from drugs abuse. Now, particularly this video is dedicated to the pain, and the sponsor of this video to they help the people to evangelize what drug abuse is and how people can stay away from it. And we start with what is drug abuse. Now, in the simple definition of drug abuse is when people use drugs in the wrong way. It's either by taking illegal drugs or using legal drugs in the wrong way. Now, they have the one that is illegal drugs, and also people are also taking legal drugs in the wrong way. Now, e.g., too much drugs or too often or without a doctor's orders. Now, example of these drugs are smoking marijuana to feel relaxed, and we know that marijuana is not good for our health, and people are taking this marijuana just to feel relaxed. Now, another two is using painkiller not prescribed to use. Now key point: drug abuse means using drugs for the wrong persons. Drug abuse means using drugs for the wrong person. Now, to escape, you want to escape your problems, and you think drug abuse can save you, or you want to fit in, like in case of peer groups, you want to fit in, or just for pleasure, and you think drug abuse can give you that. Now, types of commonly abused drugs. Now, we have what is called legal but abused. I want you to know that we have what is called legal but abused. Now, one thing about legal but abused is alcohol. Everyone knows that alcohol is legal. Now, but people now abuse it in the wrong way, because when you take excess of it, it becomes abuse. Now, we have cigarettes. Cigarettes is actually legal. But people are taking it in the illegal way. Like they are taking too much of it. Now it has become the abuse of that cigarette. Now, prescription drugs like tramadol. Now, tramadol is also legal. Now, there are some doctors who can prescribe for you that you have to take tramadol. But in our society these days, a lot of people take tramadols in the wrong way without doctor prescribed. They just want to feel relaxed or feel high or feel in. So they take it in an illegal way. Now, what are the illegal drugs? Now, a lot of illegal drugs that we know in our society is we have marijuana, we have cocaine, we have heroin. Now, there is one they call street drugs in Nigeria or in Africa worldwide. We have what is called street drugs. Now, what are the street drugs? We have a lot of people know what is called loud. Yes, we know what is called loud. Now we know what is called Colorado, or we know what is called Kush. Especially, you know what is called monkey tail. A lot of people get into this. Now, these are illegal drugs that people get into it, and which is not good, that we need to avoid. Monkey tail. We have another one called Repno. Now, what causes drug abuse? This is when the lessons get deeper. What causes drug abuse? What makes people to jump into drugs abuse? Now, I'm going to tell you what causes drug abuse. Number one thing that causes drug abuse, especially in our society these days, is because of our peer groups. Now, wanting to belong or feel accepted. Sometimes you want to belong to a particular gang, and you think you not doing what they are doing, you are not going to fit in. So you want to fit in. You want to do so that they will accept you to be one of them. So peer group causes drug abuse. Now, number two, curiosity, wanting to try something. Like you have been taking taking paracetamol, and you want to feel like, I'm take 2 today, tomorrow I will take 3, the other day I will take 4. It has becoming like you start becoming drug abuse, which is you want to try something new. You take one today, tomorrow you take two, the next day you take three, you keep taking it up and up. Before you know, you take one card of paracetamol just one day. That is, you want to try something new. So curiosity also cause drug abuse. Now another one is depression or emotional pain. Emotional pain cause drug abuse. Now emotional pain is called drug abuse in the sense that trying to escape reality. Sometimes in life we try to escape reality, but we know that drug abuse does not change the emotions, do not cannot change our emotion, cannot cause cannot that is cannot set us free from depression. So we have to avoid it. Now another one that causes drug abuse is media influence. Now media influence in the sense that glorifications in movies or music. Sometimes you may watch a particular movie and you see someone doing it inside a movie, and you feel like you want to do it because someone is doing it, you saw someone doing it, and you don't know the impact and the effect it will create in your body. Now another one, we have lack of parental guidance. Now this has been one of the things that a lot of people and a lot of youth have been complaining because they grow up without a parent. That is not an excuse, because there are those who with parents who also go into this. How will you judge them? So the only thing is for us to avoid this, whether you are without parents or with parents. All you need to do now is just have to avoid drug abuse, because drug abuse is not good for your body and it's not good for your system. Now another thing that causes drug abuse is poverty and unemployment. But I have a big question to ask those people, because when you complain about drug abuse, no matter how someone who always smoke, no matter how poor the person is, you see that even if the person doesn't have what the food to eat, but the money to buy smoke, the person will have. How is that? So we should not be judging that poverty causes it. We can actually escape this if we change our mentality about drugs abuse. So all these things cause drug abuse because of people mentality. Now idleness and boredom, and we know that idleness is a devil workshop. When you are idle, you are not doing anything, you can think of a lot of things, and some people think of all this because of idleness. They are not doing anything, they stay indoors, and they can be influenced by the idleness, and then they get into drug abuse. Now what are the effects of drug abuse? Now I want to tell you this. Now we have different type of effect of drug abuse. We have, can be in our body, in our system, it can be in our brain. So I want to expatiate this. I want to break it down step by step, the effect of drugs abuse. Number one effect on our drug abuse, this one is generally entirely on our body. Now on our body, it causes effect of drug abuse. It affects our liver and our kidney. It does liver and kidney damage. It damage our kidney and our liver. So especially to those who are smokers, it's not good. Especially to them, it's not good. Now it also cause brain damage. It also cause brain damage. Your brain will not be functioning well. A lot of times you will be thinking out of the box, so your brain will not be functioning well. Now we have another one, it's called lungs problems. So lungs problem. Now addiction, you can't stop even if you want to stop. Now there is another thing, that effect of drug abuse, that is another thing. Now if after causing lung problem, now it will cause another one, which is addictions. You will be addicted to drugs even if you want to stop. You will try to stop, but you will see yourself getting to do it. Like someone, you want to stop something and before you know you start doing it again. That is another effect of drug abuse. Now I want to tell you another, like I said, this one, they are the effect of drug abuse on our body. Now what are the effects of drug abuse in our mind? Now what are the effects of drug abuse in our mind? Now number one effect of drug abuse in our mind is the effect of drug abuse on our mind. Now number one, it causes hallucinations. Now number two, it causes confusion and memory loss. Now number three, it causes anxiety and depression. Sometimes you think that getting into drug abuse will actually will actually make you stay away or be free from depression. It is lie. Instead of you to get away from depression because you go into drug abuse, it rather create new problems to you. Now we have suicidal thoughts. Sometimes drug abuse change people mentality and you think of committing suicide, like taking your life. Now on relationship and society, what are the effect or causes, what are the effect of drug abuse on relationship and society? Now number one is dropping out of school. With drug abuse can cause someone to drop out of school. Now it can cause broken homes and it can cause job loss. Through drug abuse, someone can lose his job. Now we have another one, crimes. stealing, rape, and murder. Drug abuse can cause someone to go into raping, can cause someone to go into murder, can cause someone into stealing, and drug abuse can make someone homeless. This is one thing that we need to consider in our society today, that drug abuse can actually cause someone to be homeless. Now, real life example, I want to tell you a brief story before I move on. Now, there is a brilliant boy in our community. Now, this boy is a 19-year-old boy who began using codeine at SS2. Sorry, in SS2. Now, he became addicted. Now, he dropped out, started stealing from home, and eventually end up in jail at age 19. Imagine that someone at age of 19 will start getting addicted to codeine. Before you know, he gets addicted, and at the end it was apprehended and was jailed. Now, what are the biblical perspective? Now, the biblical perspective is, what does the Bible says about drugs abuse? Now, you can go on to read 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 19 to 20 NIV. You can read it and it will tell you a lot of things that you need to know. Now, do you know that your bodies, now you also explain that, do you know that your body is a temple of the Holy Spirit? Now, this is a particular question. Therefore, honor God with all your bodies. You taking drugs in the wrong way is actually showing that you are also damaging your body. Especially, people may not understand it. A lot of people, the world may not understand it. A lot of people who are going into this drug abuse, but you go into this particular little by little, you are also damaging your body. Now, Galatians has something to say. Galatians 5:19 to 21 say, once against drunkenness and things like it. Now, Ephesians also say, do not get drunk. Ephesians 5:18 say, do not get drunk. Do not get drunk on wine. Instead, be filled with the Holy Spirit. Now, this is another way that Bible can actually tell us that drug abuse is not good. Now, this drug, like I said before, that alcohol is legal, but people now take it in the illegal way. That is excess of it, which brought us to that excess of everything is bad. Now, keynote: God wants us to be healthy, alert, and in control. Drug destroy that. Now, how do you avoid drug abuse? Now, this is one of the preaching, or one of the things that we need to preach out to the world. And if they are watching the video, just share the video, like, so that it can reach out to the world. Let the world know how we can actually create a good society and how we can avoid this drug abuse. Number one, choose good friend. Any friend you have, make sure that you choose the right one. Stay with people who influence you positively, mentality, physically and spiritually. Always stay with those people. Now, educate yourself. You have to know the truth about what drugs abuse is. And today I'm telling you what drugs abuse is. So you have to, sometimes you can also watch the video again and you will learn a lot of things about drugs abuse in this video. Now, always keep yourself busy. Get involved in school, church, sport, and other activities that can actually bring something creative, that can bring out the creative in you. Now, say no boldly to drugs abuse. Always learn to do that. And lastly, always pray. Ask for God to give you strength to overcome the temptation of drug abuse, especially in our society today. Always pray that. Now, what do you do if you are already abusing drugs? Now, there's a lot of people who want to ask this kind of question. Like, there are some people who are already addicted to drug abuse, and they're asking me, what can I do to actually stay away from it? Now, first thing and foremost, it's not everybody that admitted that they are already addicted to drug abuse. So the first thing you need to do for you to avoid drug abuse, like if you are already addicted to it, how you can overcome it is admit it that you are already addicted to it. Now, that is the first way to solve the problem. Believe in yourself. This problem, I am into it. So how do I come avoid it? That is number one. Now, number two, you have to talk to someone you trust, someone that you know. You have to seek help so that they can actually help you. Someone that you trust. Now, you're also going to seek help from rehab or therapy, who can give you wise knowledge and can give you good advices that you can actually, that can impact, that can, those people that can impact morals into your life. Now, don't isolate yourself. Don't always isolate yourself. If you are addicted to drug abuse and you want to get out of it, don't isolate. Associate with people. You associating with people, at least it will take that memory of that drug abuse out of you. Now, believe you can be free. Always believe that you can be free if you are addicted to it. Now, what is one reason why people abuse drugs? I want you to answer this. If you have been watching this video right from the time, Drop this in the comment section. What is that one reason why people abuse drugs? And what is one thing we can do to avoid drugs? To avoid it. Now there is two questions I want you guys to answer in the comment section. What is one reason that people get into drugs abuse, and how do we people avoid it? Now I want the audience to answer it. Now conclusive partly, in our conclusion, you say that drug abuse is just a trap. Drug abuse is a trap. It may start as a fun for us. It may be as a fun for us to or escape, but ends in pain. That is one thing you should know. Drug abuse, it starts as a fun, but at the end it ends in pain. Your body is precious. Protect your mind, guide your soul, and don't let drugs take your destiny. God has a better for you. And when God has a better things for us, and we indulge ourselves in drugs abuse, and when the Bible says we should keep our body, because our body is a temple of God, and when we indulge into drug abuse, it also takes that God promises for us. Like sometimes it takes away God promises from us. So we need to know that all these things, drug abuse is not good. It's not good for someone to indulge in. Now, in summary of our lesson, now we talk about the definition of drug abuse. We talk about the types of drug abuse. We talk about the causes of drug abuse, and we also make the biblical review and what the Bible say about drug abuse. And we also talk about the prevention and the freedom of drugs abuse. So thank you guys for watching this video. Like I was saying, that this video is dedicated to the Pain Foundation to preach out to the world what drug abuse is and how people can actually overcome drugs abuse. See you in my next video. Bye bye.